Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my Project Level Up update. This is a project band created by the lovely Sophie Alexandra, and it is an eyeshadow panning project. It's basically the best one out there. And I'm on level 4, so that means I need to hit 4 pans in the eyeshadow palette that I currently have rolled in, which is my Huda Beauty Desert Dusk. So you go through the different levels. Level 1, you hit pan in 1 shade and you use every single shade at least once. Level 2 will be 2 and every shade twice, and then so on. So I'm at 4. Like I said, I need to use all of these shades at least 4 times and also hit 4 pans in this palette before I can roll on to level 5, which I am very much dreading. I feel like since level 3 came round, this project has still been fun, but it's been very, very challenging. Level 1 and 2 were so easy peasy and I was like, oh, this is cool, this is the best one ever. And then obviously level 3 I had a very monochromatic palette, and now level 4 is a lot better because I have a lot more choice in this palette. But oh my goodness, it's a hard project. It's not for the faint of heart, so if you don't like hitting pan on eyeshadow, like, don't even bother. I'm not even that good at it, but yeah, I'm trying my best. So last month I actually only used this palette 5 times. I didn't hit pan anything because I was still technically working on my level 3, which I finally rolled out last time. So this is the first time I've had a full month of working on this palette, and I have used it 13 times, which is not a huge amount in terms of, you know, use in the month, but I am using other palettes at the same time, so almost half of the month I've used this palette. I have also hit pan on 1 of the 4 shades that I am supposed to hit pan on, which, you know, I'm just like a quarter of the way there, but I think there's a few other shades that I have a pretty nice dip in, so let's just get into it. And go through how it looks. So you'll see on the screen what it looked last time. I already had 2 pans in this palette, so in terms of this project I didn't have any new pans. So I had quite a ways to go, and now this is what it's looking like right now. So I have a nice little pan, I mean maybe not little, but a good pan in this one, which is Desert Sand. So that is a new pan that I hit this month. I actually used it 10 times. I don't think I hit pan on the 10th use, maybe the 9th or 8th use, and then I used it a couple more times. But that one is finally done. I don't need to use that shade anymore, obviously. This next one, Musk, I've used it once, so I need to use it 3 more times. Eden, I have done my usage on it. I used it once last month. I used it 4 times this month, so I used it 5 times in total. So this is one that I'm starting to think I might be able to hit pan on, just simply because of the way it's looking. However, it is very, very similar to a shade that I have in my Pan palette. So again, I'm kind of flipping between the 2, but it's potentially one of the pans that I'm going to try to hit. I do like using this one. Amber I haven't touched, and I did not touch last month, so still need to use that 4 times. Blood Moon I used once last month, haven't touched it this time, so I need to use that 3 more times. Oud, I already had a pan in, like I said. I did use it twice this month. It might look a little bit different. I think maybe it's expanded a tiny bit, but I need to use it 2 more times to hit my 4 use goal. And then we've got Celestial, which I did not use this month. I used it twice last month. Nefertiti, I used it once last month and twice this month, so I just need to use it 1 more time. I might try to hit pan in this one. Twilight is one that I have actually tried to hit pan on, but as you can see, I do not have a pan, but I do have a pretty nice dip in it. This one I've used 4 times this month. I had already used it twice last month, so I used it 6 times in total, so it's definitely one that I'm pulling more, and I am actively using it purposely just to, you know, try to get that pan. Twilight, oh no, sorry, this is Amethyst. This one I've used twice this month. I used it once last month, so I've got 1 more use on that. Then we've got Royal. I used it twice last month. I haven't used it this month. We've got Retrograde, where I've only used that once. Cashmere I have not used yet. Angelic I used 3 times last month and just once this month. This is another one where I think I'm going to try to hit pan on. Obviously I didn't really focus it on this month, but I think I will try to focus on it to hit pan because it is a nice shade and it does look quite beautiful. Then we've got Cosmo, which I have not touched yet. This is a glitter, so I'm just waiting till I have to because I just don't like that shade. We've got Turkish Delight, which I've used once this month and once last month, so that's only 2 times. Saffron I actually used 5 times this month, so I'm well over the use now. And I used it once last time, so yeah, I've used it 6 times in total. I don't think I'm going to hit pan in it. It's just a nice shade to use in this palette. And then Blazing I have not used once yet. So I feel like, you know, I've done a pretty decent job. It's just I am sharing my time, you know, in terms of doing makeup with this palette along with my Pan Left palette and all my Shop My Stash where I do no Pan Left behind, and maybe just testing out some other palettes as well. And I also did a 3 looks 1 palette a few times the last month. So there's been a lot of makeup looks, and I've also been very busy. I've taken time off work and I'm just currently on holiday. So, you know, I'm being a lot less active, I would say, when it comes to doing my makeup, and I'm doing very simple looks. So I'm not gravitating towards a lot of shades all that much, but I'm still happy with how I've done so far this last month, and I'm happy I got at least 1 pan, and I do feel like I'm close with Twilight. The other 2 pans are going to be a surprise. It could be Eden, but you know, the matte shades I do feel like would be a little bit of a struggle. It could be Angelic, or one of these 2. But yeah, I think it's a good palette. I'm enjoying it a lot more than my Honey, which I have in my level 3, just simply because I like that there's choice in this palette, whereas that one I had to do honey looks all the time, yellowy honey looks, and I got very, very bored of that. But this one I can actually play around with other palettes that I have, and it works really well and really nicely. So I've been really enjoying it. I mean, this is a quick little update. I've just hit the 1 pan. I've got 3 more to hit, and obviously I've got all of those uses on those other shades that I haven't touched, or I've just got a couple of uses on. But yeah, I'm happy. I think that it's likely going to take me maybe 2 more months on this palette before I get to level 5, but I'm not in a rush because I'm really not going to look forward to level 5. Who knows what kind of palette it's going to be anyway, so I think I'm going to enjoy this palette as much as possible. I also know that the quality is going in this palette, so I have been using my NYX Glitter Glue quite a bit just so that the shimmers have more impact on them, because honestly, there are times when I put this on my lids and it just disappears. I don't feel like the mattes are that bad, but the shimmers have gone, unfortunately. So it's a good timing that I get as much use out of this as possible before it's kind of, you know, I call it a day on the palette. So yeah, fun palette to have. And yeah, that is my update. So I do have Sophie Alexander's channel linked in my description if you want to have a look. I think she has a playlist as well if you want to see everyone else is looking at it, or just look at the hashtag Project Level Up. I'm sure you'll find it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.